You're full.
I mean, yeah, allow him ever since then.
The Werdum fight was so crazy because I almost think you benefited from it being in Brazil, because it seemed like Werdum was so emotional and so ramped up because it was in Brazil. He's like chasing after you, which I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think a little bit too is that, we knew exactly what he was going to do. And so he did everything he wanted to do, and I just wasn't falling for anything he wanted. He went for a flying knee, he went for a takedown, he went for a body kick. I just wasn't giving him anything he wanted, and I think he realized that I wasn't going anywhere.
You also caught him before that big punch, too.
Yeah.
When we watched the fight, we did a fight companion. We watched the fight. You clipped him early, and I was like, he's hurt. Like, you could tell there was something going on, like when he got hit. Like, and then he tried to get it back. And, when a guy gets hit and then just tries extra hard to get it back, like a lot of times they're exposed, and you just caught that right hand perfect.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here right now.
What was that feeling like, man?
Awesome. Like, so when I hit him, then he fell, and I was like, holy shit, he fell. You know what I mean? Because, like, when was the last time he's been knocked out like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he was out. Like,
Junior was the last time. And that was like real
boom,
early on.
And I was like, he's on a tear, and I'm like, holy shit. So I gave him a couple extra ones.
Right.
And then, I stopped the fight. I looked over, so my coach was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I run over, and I was like, like, no one heard us before that, but before I said I'm a world champ, I looked at my coach, and I'm like, we did it. That's what I told him. We all did it. Then I said I'm a world champ, and then I kind of went like fight the tank. I blacked out and didn't remember what I said after that. But it was awkward too because it was so quiet in there, and all I heard was myself screaming.
It was amazing. It was amazing. We were clapping when you hopped over the octagon and you're standing there. You're like, I'm a world champ. I'm the world champ. You're like, it was like setting in. Like, you could see it. Those moments, man. Those are some of my all-time favorite moments when a guy realizes like the biggest dream, the biggest accomplishment of his career thus far, at least, to see a guy like you win the title. It's just, there's nothing like that, man. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, it was just great. It was 45,000. We had about 15 people there. So
45,000 people rooting for Fabricio Werdum.
Yeah, actually, it was 44,985. I had 15 there for me. So
and then boom.
Yeah, it was my brothers and my cousins, and they're all at the top row with my buddies, and when I knocked them out, they all were going, they're going crazy. And next thing they're like, oh.
Yeah.
And they're all like, all the Brazilians were looking at them like, what's up, bro? What's up? And they're like, we're sorry. They're like, it's okay. Congratulations. They were really nice about it. They were.
Oh, that's cool. Well, it must have been silent in there, though, when you dropped them.
Oh, it was honestly, it was so awkward. Like, it was so awkward. Like, it was just because I remember hearing myself screaming, like, I'm like, yay, my God, I'm a champ.
What was the crowd doing?
Nothing. They were just quiet. I mean,
wow.
It was just quiet. It was really like I remember hearing my wife screaming. I heard her screaming, and that was about it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awkward. And then Cleveland was like a total 180. That was crazy too. I'm
sure.
Getting put on my ass and then getting up and went into zombie mode. Didn't care after that.
Wow, it's a crazy time for you.
Yeah.
You're the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, one day you're going to look back, you're going to be talking to your grandkids, and you're talking about the time like now, and you're the fucking champ of the world.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I just had something, that, be proud of my wife, my mom. He's like, hey, my son actually did something with his life.
Well, what I'm excited about too for you for this Ngannou fight is there's going to be a lot of people buying this on pay-per-view. This is going to be a big fight. Mm-hmm. And these big fights, this is what makes a champion popular. I mean, historically in boxing, they've always said that the health of the heavyweight division just represents like boxing overall. I don't think that's the case anymore, because now in boxing you got all these lightweight guys like Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, Lomachenko, all these big stars now that are emerging in the lighter weight divisions just because they're so skillful and talented. Andre Ward. But I think in the heavyweight division of the UFC, it's been a while since people like really pumped up about a big heavyweight title fight.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Listen, he's a good, tough dude, I mean, he can bring the pain, so will I. But unfortunately, I'm not walking out without that belt. I'm still a champ, and still. When
you see a guy like that, what preparations, like what do you think is different about him than guys you fought before, and what are you going to do different?
Well, I mean, every guy's different. I mean, every fight's different. Everyone's like, oh my God, his punching power. I mean, listen, there's a lot of guys that hit hard. I mean,
yeah,
there's no question. He does hit hard. I mean, but I'm not gonna be stupid, put myself in a position where I'm gonna get hit. You know, I'm gonna do things that make him feel uncomfortable, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sit there and let him do what he wants. I'm gonna dictate what I want.
When you see the rest of the heavyweight division, do you see any standouts or any guys that are coming up that are exciting to you?
Honestly, I don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention?
Not really.
That's a fascinating thing, because some people do. You know, like I talked to Matt Hughes after Matt Hughes got beat by BJ Penn, and this is what he said. It was really fascinating because he's got so much courage, that guy. Like to say this in an interview as well. He's like, honestly, it's a relief. And he's like, being the champ was like so much pressure. It was just, it's overwhelming. So having this happen, honestly, right now, I feel relieved. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he gave up. I mean, he fought his heart out, but he got caught and got choked out. And then to go from that to say, you know, honestly, he's relieved. And then rebounds and then gets back on the horse. And, you know, probably had to have that experience just to have the perspective that, or I don't know if you ever had the perspective that you have, but your perspective is different in that you don't seem to be concerned.
Well, I mean, I'm concerned. There's no question. I think every fight, I'm nervous and always, never know what's going to happen. That's what, as real as it gets, because you never know what's going to happen.
But you're not concerned at all these guys nipping at your heels, all these guys coming up the ladder.
Well, it's part of the game. It's what I signed up for.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. I knew that, one day I'll be the champ, and I knew there were people that coming for my belt.
Yeah.
I understand that. And then, there's a lot of good guys out there that, fighting JDS, fighting over in Werdum, Nagano.
Right.
I mean, they all want a piece of it. I understand. Like, no matter who it is, it's not even just me. It's just whoever. When Kane was fighting, when Werdum, everyone wanted a piece of the title.